we're like in like a ghetto theater right now.
Is this the nine?
Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what this. What?
I'm not sure what it is. They got an unexpected.
Hey guys, so yes, I got to see Kubo. I'm sorry, it was a tiny moo day. Basically, we were running late. I'll tell you the story after I tell you what Kubo's about. Anyways, yes, I did get to see Kubo. I'm really digging this ticket stub. You know, it just says 9, like big on a ticket to make sure you don't go inside the wrong auditorium. I'll tell you right now after I tell you what the movie's about. Anyways, let's get to the review. So Kubo and Two Strings is the latest stop-motion film from both Focus Features and Leica. They made movies such as Coraline, Paranorman, Box Shows, now Kubo. Anyways, what this movie's about, we have Kubo, his mother is somewhat depressed, and then he runs into trouble where he goes into a adventure to find his father's armor, and along the way he meets a monkey named Monkey, who's voiced by Charlize Theron, and he also meets a beetle who's voiced by Matthew McConaughey, which help him guide his way to the armor of his father. And along that part of the story, we also have these twin sisters and Kubo's grandfather, who wants to get Kubo's other eye for some reason that I won't spoil because it's a major part of the movie. And if you haven't noticed, in the trailers, Kubo only has one eye, the other eye is getting covered by an eye patch, and Kubo and Two Strings. Alright guys, so quick story, I'm in California, Nevada I think it's called, 2 hours away. We went to go visit other family since I leave tomorrow, and we went to a place called Watsonville. And Kubo, I was originally planned to watch this movie tomorrow at the AMC Dolby Theater, which I totally missed out, I bet, because the seats would have been shaking. It would have been awesome. But I just watched it at a regular, no brand theater. It just doesn't say what, like, type theater it was. It's not a Regal, it's not AMC, it's nothing like that. It's just unknown movie theater chain. Anyways, we went there. Once we got there, we were bored, so the first thing we did is we looked for movie theaters. There was a theater 5 minutes away, and Kubo was playing. I wanted to see this movie so bad in 3D, but they didn't have that till 4, and it was 11 in the morning, so we just went to the standard 2D showing. And so I do have a lot of opinions to talk about Kubo, because there's truly a lot of things that I want to cover up in this review. So let's stop talking and let's just mainly get into the review. So as far as stop motion films go, I just love this format of storytelling. And for Leica, my least favorite movie is Coraline from them. And then we have Box Shows, which was an okay movie. It was good, but it wasn't great, like Paranorman, which I loved. And now Kubo, which I also very, very much loved. And, you know, Kubo, you know, just the way that they do these stop motion films. Sometimes you don't even know that stop motion. Sometimes you think it's CG, you know, CG, like regular computer generated film. And you can barely tell it's stop motion a lot of times because they really do take time and make them move smoothly. Because one thing that I noticed with Leica's first 2 movies, Coraline and Paranorman, the stop motion was kind of choppy and you could see that it was stop motion. But in the case with Box Shows and Kubo, everything's very smooth moving. So I thought that's always good. Alright, so the plot premise in this movie is amazing. First, before I get to the actual how good the premise was, I like how Leica just has the balls, you know, the guts to actually make their movies dark and not make them kiddie like most of the animated movies these days. And, you know, one thing that this movie accomplished was while you're watching the movie, it really made it clear what type of movie you're watching. and what you're getting yourself into, and just the premise alone is just worth watching alone in theaters. Now, the voice talent is amazing also. I thought that they chose the right cast. The cast actually really fit into the role. For example, our Paxton, I believe his name is, as Kubo. I thought he really brought out the 12-year-old in Kubo. Charlize Theron as the monkey. She really brought, the badass monkey in this movie out of her. And the Beetle, who's voiced by Matthew McConaughey, he really was the comedic relief of this movie. And, his Matthew McConaughey's accent really matched into this character. This movie must have taken a lot of time, especially with the action sequences, which are the highlight of this movie. I guarantee you, these fight scenes in this movie are somewhat better than most of the fights that we have been seeing in live action movies. I kid you not. It's that amazing. They move smoothly. They actually look like characters that are fighting, and they just don't look like just dolls. Just they're fighting each other to actually look like real characters. And wow, it's outstanding. Wow, you did an amazing job. And just because I'm saying amazing stuff about this movie doesn't mean that I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, because there are some stuff that kind of lacked in this movie. For example, the pacing in this movie really lacked, and the movie's an hour and 40 minutes, but it feels like you're just watching a 2-hour and 10-minute movie. But I guess the reason why it lacks is because when walking into this movie, I thought that throughout the whole entire movie we're gonna have Kubo fighting against twin sisters and this bug and everything. And we do have a lot of scenes where they're talking. It's not boring. It's definitely, you have to pay attention though, because it's the main part of the story. But I guess the reason why I'm saying that it kind of had some pacing issues is because when they're talking, you just want to move on to the next scene where Kubo is either fighting the twin sisters or is going on this adventure. And for me, that's basically my biggest problem, and it really drags Kubo a lot from me to give it a 10 out of 10. But Kubo, other than that, everything else is basically flawless and amazing. Now, aside from that, we also have a twist in the movie, I'm not going to give it out, involving one of the characters in the movie. And then after that twist, you kind of start predicting the second twist in the movie, which, when I saw the first twist, I'm like, oh, no way, and then I was like, wait, is this going to happen? And yes, you do predict it, like, 20 to 15 minutes after the second twist is revealed. But again, other than that, Kubo is amazing. So Kubo and Two Strings, if I were to rate it 1 through 10, I'll say 9 out of 10, but, which is equivalent to an A. But I have a new rating system, and the 9 out of 10 rounds up to my second best rating, which means full price worthy. It's really close to being my, the biggest rating, which is best of the best approval, but it's really a 9 out of 10, which again is full price worthy, which means you could blind buy it on Blu-ray and you won't regret it if you can't go in theaters to go watch it this weekend. But if you can, definitely go in full price, whether it's $12 or maybe even $15, it's definitely worth it. You know what? Screw the new Ben-Hur movie. It's all about Kubo this weekend. It didn't do too well at the box office. Please watch it. Please, it's definitely worth your time. Yeah, this movie is great. I can't wait to purchase this on Blu-ray. A truly outstanding movie. But yeah, with that being said, thank you very much for watching my review and movie day on Kubo and Two Strings. Hope you guys enjoyed. I go back to Vegas tomorrow. Good chance that tomorrow I'm watching War Dogs or Peach Dragon. But we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. We never know. But thank you very much for watching. If you've seen this movie, leave your thoughts down below. Kindly, please, like the video, subscribe, and thank you for watching.